You know why a lot of guys stay stuck? They're the loudest ones in the room. They're always talking about their big plans. This is my year. Watch me level up. You'll see. But nothing changes. They just keep posting, promising, and thinking their words will magically make it all happen. Words don't build muscle. They don't stack money. They don't create power. The guys who win, they don't need an audience. They don't need applause. They move in silence. And by the time you notice, it's already too late to catch up. Section 1, the disease of noise. Look around. Everyone's posting, talking, showing off. They announce their goals, they flex their progress. But here's the truth. Every time you talk, you lose power. You drain your energy. You give away your intentions, your purpose, the drive that should be fueling your work. By the time you should be acting, you've already wasted it on noise. Think about the guy who tells everyone he's gonna start a business. He spends weeks hyping it up, sharing every tiny step online. But months pass, and nothing. He never gets past the planning stage, or the dude who loudly declares he's finally getting in shape. Weeks later, he's still eating junk, still skipping the gym. They become addicted to the attention, to the idea of success, without doing the work to earn it. The applause becomes their fuel, not the results. Noise is cheap. It's a low-effort way to feel like you're moving forward. That's why most men never finish what they start. They want claps, not results. They want to be seen, but not tested. And that's why they stay stuck. But listen, the elite don't play this game. They don't need to prove themselves with words. They don't need to tell you what they're doing. They build in the shadows. They sharpen their edge when no one's watching. They understand that real power is quiet. It's built brick by brick, in the privacy of their own discipline. They let their actions speak for themselves. And when they finally show up, they're unrecognizable. Because silence wasn't weakness. It was a strategic, deliberate choice. It was the foundation of everything they built. Section 2, the power of silence. Silence is strength. When nobody knows what you're doing, they can't stop you. When nobody sees your moves, they can't attack you. They can't predict your next step or sabotage your progress because you haven't given them the blueprint. Every word you speak is a leak. It's an escape of energy, a piece of your strategy given away. Every secret you give away is a weapon you just handed to the enemy. It's a risk you don't need to take. But when you stay silent, every action stacks. Every day builds. And little by little, the world has no idea what's coming. Your quiet focus becomes an unstoppable force, a power building beneath the surface. You're not just working, you're creating an inevitability. Look at the gym. The loud guy posts every workout, every single set, seeking validation with every flex. But after 6 months of being loud, he looks the same. He's still searching for motivation from others. Meanwhile, the quiet guy shows up at 6 a.m. No phone, no audience, just him and the work. A year later, he's built like a different man. He didn't need likes, he needed results. It's the same with money, with skills, with power. The man who talks gets attention. But attention is cheap, it fades, it burns out. The man who moves in silence gets results, and results last forever. Even in history, the strongest men didn't announce their plans. They didn't broadcast their intentions from the rooftops. They built empires quietly in the shadows, laying the groundwork for years. And when they finally struck, it was too late for anyone to stop them. That is the true power of a silent campaign. That's why silence is terrifying. Because silence means you don't know what's coming. And you can't stop what you don't see. Section 3, the blueprint for silence. Here are 3 rules to master the art of silence and build real, lasting power. Rule 1, stop announcing your moves. The first rule is simple. Stop telling the world your goals. Don't share your plans with anyone who isn't essential to the process. Talk less, do more. Instead of posting your dreams, post your results. You don't need people clapping for an idea. You need to make that idea real. Every time you share a goal, you give away a piece of your energy and dilute the power of your ambition. This isn't about being secretive, it's about being strategic. The desire for validation is a powerful distraction that can sabotage your progress before you even start. Keep your intentions close and your actions loud. The world doesn't need to hear about your plans. It needs to see your success. Rule 2. Train in secret. The next rule is to build and grow when no one is watching. Wake up, work, build and grow, but do it without telling anyone. Your friends don't need to know every step of your journey. Your family doesn't need constant updates. You don't need applause, you need progress. Think of applause as fake fuel. It burns fast and dies quick. It might feel good in the moment, but it can't sustain you. Real progress, however, is a fire that burns forever. It's built in the quiet, and it's powered by your own discipline. The true work, the work that transforms you, happens in the dark, in the moments when no one is looking. This is where you become the person you need to be. Let your routine be invisible, and your results be undeniable. Rule 3. Weaponize surprise. The final and most powerful rule is to use surprise as your ultimate edge. Disappear. Go ghost. Let people underestimate you and think you're average. Don't correct them. Let them believe what they want. And then one day, come back completely transformed. The weak reveal their hand too early because they crave validation and fear being forgotten. The strong wait until it's too late for anyone to stop them. That shock, that sudden realization of your transformation is your greatest advantage. It's the silent power that leaves everyone else in a state of confusion, trying to figure out what happened while you were building your empire in the shadows. Your absence was not an accident. It was a deliberate strategy. It was the ultimate form of leverage, a secret weapon that you deployed at the perfect moment. True power doesn't need to be announced. It only needs to be revealed. It is the difference between an empty promise and an undeniable reality. This is your final lesson. Success is not a broadcast, it's a conquest. And a conquest is never announced, it's just completed. The world will tell you that you need to be seen. But the greatest victories are always forged in the shadows. That is where you will build your true legacy. Section 4. The transformation. Picture two men. The first one talks about what he's going to do. He posts about his grind. He tells the world he's different, that this is his year. But nothing changes. His words are heavy, filled with promises and intentions, but his actions are light. They carry no weight. Over time, people stop listening to him. They've heard it all before, and they've seen the predictable lack of follow-through. He becomes background noise, a constant, static hum of unfulfilled potential. Now, picture the second one. He doesn't say a word. He trains when no one is looking. He works when everyone else is distracted by social media. He studies when the world is partying, turning down invitations and sacrificing comfort for a long-term vision. He knows that the true transformation happens in the quiet moments, in the discipline no one else sees. Little by little, he stacks silent wins. They aren't announced, they aren't celebrated publicly, but they build a foundation of true strength and progress. Then one day, he comes back. He's stronger, sharper, and completely different. The same people who ignored him, who dismissed him, now whisper. They say, "When did he change?" And "How did he do it?" They are trying to catch up, to understand, but it's too late. The gap is too wide. He already built the life they only dreamed about. While they were busy talking, he was busy doing. While they were seeking attention, he was stacking results. His quiet dedication created an undeniable reality that no one can argue with. Be that man, the one they never saw coming, the one they never expected, the one who moved in silence until it was too late. Because true power is revealed, not announced. Here's the rule that will change everything for you. The more you speak, the less you actually do. You burn out all that energy on promises, on hyping yourself up, and on seeking external validation instead of making real progress. But the more you do, the less you need to speak. Your results become your voice. Your actions become your resume. They speak for themselves. You become a person of substance, not just words. That's when you realize it. Silence multiplies power. It's the ultimate secret weapon. Because while everyone else is busy talking, you're busy building. If you're done chasing applause and you're ready to build in silence, join the private Discord. It's where men like us grow together. No noise, no fake flexing, just strategy, growth, and action in the shadows. If you're ready to commit, comment the word unseen below. That's how I'll know you're serious, because this isn't the end. This is just phase 2. Next, I'll show you how to weaponize discipline so no one can touch you.
If you want to stay powerful in the shadows, keep learning, keep adapting. If this helped you, hit like and subscribe button. Spread the power of the code. Be powerful. Be anonymous.